Hi, I'm Vicky. Welcome back. Today we're going to be making this cute little St. Patrick's Day sign using a pre-made sign I bought at Hobby Lobby on clearance, some foam clay, and paint. Super simple, but turned out so cute. If you enjoy the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy! So the first thing to do is to mold some clay. And I'm going to use these molds that have trim pieces with scroll work on them, some pine needles, and some berries. First, I'm just measuring out my molds to see how much of each scroll piece I need. I know I'm going to do 2 of the pine needles, and I want to do a sort of a top piece that's a little bigger of the scroll work, and I'm going to use some of that bottom piece to fill in some of the edges. And I also am going to do some just round trim to make sort of a frame around the outside. So the first thing I do is use some cornstarch to line the silicone mold so the clay comes out really easily. I just use this big brush to brush some in, and then I put in the clay, and very carefully I take it out of the molds. One good thing about this is that if you don't manage to get a really good layer of cornstarch, you can always sort of squish the clay back together and try it again. And once I've made the bigger scroll pieces, I saw some of these smaller leafy ones that I wanted to do. And then I did the pine needles and a little bit more scroll work. And I also molded a bunch of berries to fill in all the spaces that aren't going to be covered by scroll work. I thought they would be springy and kind of cute. Once I've made all the pieces I think I want, I'm going to use the tacky glue to glue it onto the sign. Then I press carefully onto the glue, trying not to smush any of the detail of the scroll work. Sometimes you can use the tip of the paintbrush I use for the glue to push down some of the edges without getting my fingers smushing the whole thing. Once I had this part done, I decided that I wanted to make this edge to make sort of a frame for it because it looked a little unfinished. Plus, I'm going to paint all around it, but I'm not probably going to paint the sign. So I thought having some of this beaded trim would look kind of cute. So I let the clay dry overnight, and now I'm going to paint it. I mean, basically, it's going to be painted gold and green. But I'm going to do a few different layers of colors to try to get a little bit of a more realistic look to it for the leaves and things. But the main bit of scroll work is all going to be this metallic gold color. The leaves, I'm starting off with a really dark green color, and I'm mixing green and black together so that I get that really deep pine needle sort of look on the bottommost layer of paint. And to get the darkest red for the berries, I mixed brown and red together, and that's going to be the first layer for all the berries. Next, we're going to do a little bit of layering of colors. So I'm going to take the bright green, not mixed with any of the black, and just add a little detail to all of the pine needles and the scroll work. And I'll do the same to the berries using some of the red that's not mixed with brown. And then I'll add a little white to the tops of the berries and a little bit on the leaves just to give it a little highlight. So once it had dried, it seemed a little dark. So I actually came in and added some more highlighting with the bright yellow and the bright green on the tops of the leaves, and added a little bit of green to the gold because the gold just seemed there was too much gold. And I think it turned out a lot more St. Patrick looking with a little bit more of the bright green on it. And here's how it turned out, mixed in with my other St. Patrick's Day decorations. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.